morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. Today we are going to talk about temptation. And what does that mean? And what does that mean for us, for others? How do we understand temptation, that short-term effect, the dopamine effect? I like to consider temptation temporary infatuation, right? It is that impulse that we have, and it can be overwhelming, right? The impulse to maybe overindulge, to cheat, to, give yourself that extra piece of chocolate when you're trying to behave yourself. The temptation to sit down and watch TV versus exercise, or the temptation to create excuses around your work or your drive or anything along those lines, right? So temptation can really happen to the best of us. And when we are exercising self-control, that temptation can feel more desirable, right? Because we just feel like we're being left out, or we feel that we are struggling. We feel that, we are not taking care of ourselves in many different ways. So how do we work around temptation? How do we understand temptation? One of the things we could do is really get perspective on it, is to really understand that temptation and what are the needs behind it? What is it you're really wanting or expressing? So that maybe if you understand it more, that would make the self-discipline around it a little easier. Ask yourself, let's say you're wanting to build your spiritual business. Julie, you ate the sweets. Let's say you want to build your spiritual business, right? And there's steps you need to take, but then we fall into the temptation of procrastination, the temptation of creating excuses around it, the temptation of I'll take care of it tomorrow. So when you can understand what is driving the temporary infatuation, the temptation, then you can really work around resolving it, really put your best foot forward to kind of dig deep to say, all right, self-discipline is taking in, and maybe just start bartering with yourself, negotiating, go into contract where you can easily say, look, 1 hour of putting myself forward, 1 hour of exercising, 1 hour of stretching, 1 hour of meditation, whatever it is, and then you could create a reward system for you. What is that reward system? And then that may create an incentive rather than being sucked into the temptation. Because when you get sucked into the temptation, guess what happens? You end up feeling guilty anyway, right? How many times have you leaned into the temptation to then feel good about it? Probably not. So understanding what drives us, understanding what needs we are wanting to meet, what needs are underlying, where are we feeling that resistance, and then just kind of stepping forward with maybe a new game plan, with a new opportunity to say, all right, let me create a plan, or let me create a structure around this. Let me go inward to see, where am I feeling lack? Are you feeling lack in self-confidence? Is it lack in self-discipline? Is it lack in understanding? Now, temptation can be very destructive too. I think a lot of you, especially, if you've experienced anything where temptation kind of disappointed you, right? Maybe something happened with another person and, we just can't avoid that, can we? Maybe, we certainly can't control another. All we can do is take care of ourselves, and all we can do is be in alignment with ourselves, and to find forgiveness in yourself if you do lean into temptation, and really finding a balance then, right? Because if you find yourself leaning into temptation more and more without the self-discipline being able to supersede, then we have to look at what's happening is really not in alignment, right? It's not working for you. So just really allow yourself to renegotiate that. How do you do that so that there's more balance? And how do you do it so that whatever it is you're feeling tempted towards, again, whether that's fear of moving forward, fear of self-confidence, self-love, body image, fear of relationship, fear of career, health, whatever it is for you, just giving yourself an understanding of what is it you really want? What is it that would really be in alignment for you? What would the game plan need to be in order for you to be able to resist the temptations, the temporary infatuations that arise, that come forward? Because having the self-discipline to stick to your plan, having the self-discipline to understand what needs you want to meet, that's going to help you stay on track. That's going to help you stay in your path. That's going to help you continuously move forward, okay? So that is our coffee with Colby for today. Tonight, you guys, fantastic workshop. We have the Beginner's Platform Mediumship. It's going to be a great workshop for anyone looking to get themselves out there a little bit more with their mediumship, putting themselves out there in front of a group. There's a whole different way of working, and it's going to be a fun, informative workshop for the beginner for platform mediumship. We also have the Raise Your Vibration workshop next week. I'm very, very excited about that. And that's really just going to help you understand how can you raise your vibration? How can you really get into alignment to stay in that place where the clarity comes in, the intuition drops in, you have that direction stepping forward. So we have a lot coming up for you. We have the spiritual business. Remember, we just talked about that. So we have that. A lot happening coming forward. Don't forget, Thursday night is the Colby Rebel show. So just ask yourself, where are you being tempted? Where are you feeling that your resistance is getting knocked down or getting tested? And let's look to see if that's in alignment for you, okay? And if not, don't be afraid to restructure your game plan. Don't be afraid to realign yourself with your overall long-term goals, okay? All right, lots of love to you guys. I'm gonna hit the slopes here. Thank you for the well wishes, and have a beautiful day. Remember to shine your light and shine it bright, everybody. Have a good day. Bye, everyone.